Sorry about that. Had to do something. Anyway. Hey folks, this is DbdKmp, the best noob in the house. And welcome back to another update video. Now keep in mind, before we start this on, as per the usual, try not to pay attention to the icons down below or up above, but try more paying attention to the background, so that you can focus on what you gotta focus on, and hopefully focus on what I gotta say. Now, there's something I gotta talk about. A few things. One of them will have no pictures, because I don't remember where I found this out, but it's a legit source talking about how, remake of Final Fantasy VII, or actually they say Final Fantasy VII remake, but anyway, if you want to get technically specific, but anyway, says that, what's her name, Vincent Valentine and Yuffie are not going to be optional characters. Now, see, here's the thing about that. Here's my whole vendetta about that. I don't mind that they're not optional, but here's my question. Are they even going to be part of the game at all? If they're not going to be part of the game at all, then that's just not Final Fantasy VII. I mean, technically, a lot of it isn't really anyway, in my personal opinion. You know, from what I can tell, it's just not Final Fantasy VII to me. I mean, a lot of it, too much has changed for it to actually be Final Fantasy VII. And believe it or not, I have nothing against change. In fact, I don't mind things changing. I just don't like it to the point that it's not even the original formula to be what it was. To be even considered that to be the game of what it was originally. You know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with change, but when you change it so damn much it's not the formula anymore, then there's no point in calling it. You might as well just call it something else. Like Final Fantasy the Stupid Way Whole. Or something. Or just Final Fantasy Remake, period. Instead of Final Fantasy VII, the remake, which is stupid. Anyway, but either way, you know, that's the thing. I don't remember where I found that out. I think it might have been on Chrome or something. But, yeah, a lot of it's legit. Sometimes it's not. But, you know, not everything's wrong. Let me get out of that. Yeah, like articles for me, blah, blah, blah. Tifa showers cloud glowers. What? No. Yeah, it might have been somewhere around here. Maybe it was on Facebook. Something about how, because sometimes even posts on there about that. And it's like, yeah, I really don't care that they're not optional. That doesn't really bother me as much. As a matter of fact, they were talking about planning on making them not, you know, optional anyway. But in the meantime time, since it's been so long, pardon my language, but anyway, it's been so long, and since it's supposed to be episodic now, because when they first introduced the game, it wasn't going to be episodic. But then they said that it was going to be episodic. So right now, the first disc, if you ever get one, even if it's downloaded, it's going to be mainly centered around and on Midgar, period. There's not going to be anything beyond that on the first disc, which I don't know how many discs are supposed to be. I haven't really gotten it. But either way, I've also seen where the game kind of is like, what happened? You know, I didn't even see the airship, which I would think is going to suck if it's just going to be just like Final Fantasy XII, which there was nothing but a damn cutscene, which was dumb as hell. I mean, even in 10, they still, at least you had somewhat of access to the airship, except that it still sucked, because you only had a select destination. Like, you can't go anywhere, but you can, like, use a select destination of somewhere. You can go to any safe area you want to, and go up to the ship once you get access to it, again later on, that I can tell you, without even playing it. But that's about that. I mean, Blitzball sucked, in my opinion. I mean, I don't really think it sucked for being a game of, you know, whatever. In general, I think it sucks because It's not a game that's intended or designed for everyone to do, especially because it's, for one, it's completely optional, and even if you could manage to successfully beat that game, you just get a cup, which means absolutely nothing. It doesn't really change anything whether you get it or not. It doesn't change the gameplay, even in the end, because whether or not you had the cup, which is basically a trophy, you know, it's got like a couple anyway. But either way, there's that. And also, speaking of pictures and stuff, I'm going to show you something on YouTube that I don't normally do. I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back on my account, but anyway, I gotta be right back again. No, I was thinking I was thinking I might have to go to a video because I didn't want to copyright it flagged or whatever, because this is going on YouTube. But anyway, you might notice that there is a tab called Community. Well, you're not going to see that on either one of my channel or his channel, but you might see it on other people's channels where they say that it has nothing there or whatever. Like, here's a good example, because this one here has the community tab. You might notice where it doesn't show up on mine because I haven't seen it, and then you might see it on others. I don't know how you're supposed to get it. Maybe you're supposed to get like so many subscribers. I don't know what he means by followers, unless he's talking about on Twitter. But either way, yeah, I haven't posted on it because you can't post on it on mobile, and you're not allowed to see it. Even if I go to the YT Studio app, believe it or not, which I'm going to show you right quick as soon as I can bring this up. You know. Okay, which I'm going to go to camera right now. It's like I'm taking a photo, but I can't record. It won't let me, but it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not trying to record. It didn't. It'll stop. But either way, see right now, it wouldn't matter whose name is on there, but there's nothing here. Even if I go to analytics, I can't go into. Wouldn't matter if it was my account or not on this. But yeah, all you'll see is like interactive content, playlists, audience, discovery, revenue, overview. You won't see anything even if you scroll down it, but this is the actual app on this phone. And then there's comments, but there's nothing on like the no comments on likely spam. But you know, there's nothing here for like well, that's nothing here. Unlisted, private, rapid. No, we don't want that. But we might want to go to dashboard. Not that it's going to make a difference, because you're still not going to see, other than this, maybe comments or something like that. And there's notifications, you know, settings, blah 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 blah. Still nothing here. If you can even see, I'm sorry, I didn't know this thing was on and on. I'm sorry. But anyway, as you can tell, there is no community tab. Now, there's probably a way to do it on mobile, and I can't swear to you how you could ever do that on mobile. Let's see if I can't get out of this. Anyway, back to our normal screen settings. I'm sure there's a way we could do it, probably, but I wouldn't know how. You'd be looking to the wrong person to tell you how, because literally, for mobile, it's probably the same thing to activate it if you were like, you'd be on PC, except that you would need normally about so many amount of subscribers, I guess. I have frankly no idea. I don't even know how it works, to be honest. I just know that you can post stuff on the community tab that it's of yours, or you can comment on theirs, whatever they've got posted. You can't post anything of comments on it if they haven't got anything up there. That I do know for a fact as well. So, if you're looking for anything from me on the community tab, well, I'm sorry, and I hate to break it to you, but I haven't used it because I haven't found not one way to do it on mobile. And I've even shown you right there, there's not even one way to do it, so, anyway. But yeah, I mean, honestly, a lot of things I've seen on Final Fantasy VII Remake are awesome. I'll say that much. Despite me not liking the game in general, doesn't mean there's not a lot of things that are, like, it's bad. Like, they did a horrible job voice acting, lines, and the way that they 3D modeled it and stuff like that. They did an excellent job on that. But that's not my problem with the game. Okay? There's a lot of things that I don't really care for about in the game. Another one just added on to it when I saw the ending with Sephiroth. Yes, Sephiroth. Yes, even I know about him. See, Sephiroth is the kind of guy that people say he's just a mama's boy. He's not either. I mean, okay, I respect your opinion, but he's not a mama's boy. He's more of a... I couldn't tell you who's my favorite villain between Sephiroth, Kuja, or Cypher, because these are guys are more like your rivals, and most of them become your in-game final boss. Not all of them, but you know, like unlike in 8 you wind up fighting something that's generally what the bases are of fighting a sorceress. That I can tell you, even without having to play it, because I've seen the storyline, and basically, no, I have no desires or plans to play it. If I do, again, it'll probably be on BitChute, but I'm not going to kind of promise or guarantee that. But if it does happen, it happens. So yeah, you will find my link down below, even though that originally it's just DbdKmp. And I put the 001 because I was trying to get it to where people could actually see my name, even though I can't, even with that, it's not a promise or guarantee to be on the front page. I mean, the actual front page, no more than Veteran 0121 or Blacking. But at least they're more showable, even when you subscribe. There's lots of other people that makes no damn sense to me, whether they're on the front page. Even for people that are, and I hate to say it, but Jews. And the reason why that make no sense to me, because all they got to talk about is Jesus this, Jesus that. Well, let me tell you something. I believe in only one being. It's called God. As for to what kind of God, or whether it's a he or a she, I'm not going to tell you that, because that's it. That's where I'm going to draw the line. I have to draw the line somewhere. I mean, nothing against you or your religion or whatever the hell you believe in. But yeah, I mean, you know, come on. There's only so much I'm willing to believe in, and there's so much I'm not going to believe in. I mean, I defy a lot of things, even though I'm a noob. But anyway, I will defy as much as I can. The one thing I will not defy is my belief or my faith. But that has nothing to do with it. It doesn't betray it just because whether or not I believe in Jesus or that whatever or any other God out there. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Or if I just believe in God himself, I might just believe in the devil for all you know. But I'm not going to tell you that because I don't want to go there. Not because I'm afraid of some argumentative baloney hole comment, which, by the way, if you do, you might want to keep it fair and concise. Otherwise, you will find yourself on the blockchain. Because, well, because if you're going to be like, so to the point you're calling me a faggot, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, blah, 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 and I shouldn't be judging religion and all that, you're going to find yourself blocked. I can't promise that you won't be able to see my videos, which I wouldn't want to stop you from seeing my videos if you decide to do so, just because you hate me, which is a stupid freaking reason. But anyway, at least you won't be able to comment ever again or bother me. You can't even message me. See, that's another thing. In here, in my inbox, I don't get personal messages unless someone's replied to me on a video, which makes absolute to no sense, but, you know, you can't even do that. Probably has to do with, Facebook. And as if you can't tell, there was nothing on, even on YouTube, or YT Studios, which I wasn't even looking for that specifically at the time when I was trying to show that off. But either way, you won't see that either. So, does that help? No? Well, I love you anyway. So, yeah, if you're looking for, well, like, stuff that people send me messages and I'm not getting them in my inbox, well, I'm sorry, I can't receive anything unless you're replying to me, even if it's on my own video, or leaving a comment on there. I can get that, but I can't receive a direct inbox message because I'm using mobile. I have no way to do so. Ever since they updated, I believe you used to be able to get it on mobile, but, you know, I think sucks. It's another thing that sucks. I never really thought about it. Actually, no, I have thought about it. It does kind of suck, but not as much as I did think about it when it comes to, like, videos. You have to actually push the X button to get the player, like, type of the forward, backwards, or whatever. But buttons that are on there to just, like, disappear long enough for you to watch. Which you're missing out on a few minutes of the deal, which is really not worth the effort that they're putting into this crap. I think they ought to revert and leave the damn thing alone, so that if you do pause it, you know, even if it does show up, it won't be like, oh, well, you know, you have to push the X button for it to go away when you're actually trying to play the video. I think that's just stupid. I understand when it's paused. As a matter of fact, I think that was always a thing when it was paused. Which, you know what? Actually, if that was a thing all along, which I can't remember for sure, it's been that long. But if it has, they should have just left it the hell alone. Instead of changing the format where you got to push the X or tap the X in order to make it to disappear, which I think is stupid. Honestly, it's so stupid, dumb and dumb and dumb. I can't stress that enough. I mean, if you support that, hit the like button. Let's all band together and just tell them off as nice as we can. Stop that. Go back to the old version. Come on, bring it back, YouTube. Come on, man. We don't want to see something pop up there for when we're watching something on the YouTube. I mean, like, you know, it's bad enough you have to deal with that on players like on Fun Animation and Netflix when you have to kind of bring it up, but at least they kind of go away after a little bit. They don't just stay, and they don't just, like, you know, come up when you're playing. They'll just, like, okay. You know, and sometimes it might load a little bit before it loads something, but either way, it'll still get it done. You know, but hey, at least it doesn't stay up there. Once you got it on pause, which is fine. Even then, I don't think it really stays for very long, but either way, it stays long enough. And that's fine with me, as long as it isn't going while I'm trying to watch it. You know, you probably don't remember this, but when we had DVDs, actual DVD players, I should say, and we popped in a movie or on a VHS, you know, even then, we didn't have it sitting up on the screen, or you gotta just do this and that. You might see a little bitty arrow, but even that would disappear. That was the greatest invention, not this horse shit that they call a damn way to keep a player on screen. That's just stupid. Here, let me just get naked for you. Oh, wait a minute, I'll never do that. That's how stupid that whole entire thing is. Because even if I did do that, which I will not do, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, because there's absolutely no reason to do that. But, you know, even if there was, I still wouldn't do it. It's just dumb. I can't stress enough to you how important it is that I want to actually watch something and not have where the player is just showing there when I actually play a frickin' video. See, if I got it on the TV, it'll go away, which is really dumb. But on the app, I don't know if it's that way on the I can't really speak for the computer because I haven't been one in so long. But it probably is, which wouldn't surprise me any. It still doesn't make it any better or any good. Not that it, but anyway, I just think it's dumb. I think the people who made the app ought to freaking know that that's just stupid. I mean, literally, I want to go back to a time that, you know, I've said this like a lot of times. I wish I could go back to the 90s or whatever. But the thing is, at the same time, I wouldn't want to go and deal with this whole dial-up. Because dial-up was a piece of junk. Now, I wouldn't mind not having communication over the web or whatever. You know, with this messenger and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind not having that. As a matter of fact, we could all do without the whole damn the messengers and the Facebook and the Horseman Alley crap like that, you know. But, you know, I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't be such a bad thing to have a phone or use email, I suppose. But internet, I mean, we could still go back to a time like that, but again, without all the dial-up baloney hole crap. Because believe it or not, nobody in that time period actually liked dial-up. Even when it was going out of style. You know, it's still a thing. It's just not one of those things that are, in other words, it's still around. But you don't have to worry about using it. Like you do, I mean, if you were in the boonies or somewhere with the way the internet is. But either way, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.